Oh boy. All right, everybody.
We're in a silly, goofy mood today.
We're in kind of a silly, goofy mood. We're just kind of on one today. And it's funny because I was in, like, you know me, like, I'm a pretty generally good mood girly. But I was in a shit-ass mood today. Like, I was just like a Tuesday of all Tuesdays. And I was really feeling it.
Was it because of the kids?
You know what? I never want to say that. But Mike said it. It just wasn't a good day.
Well, you know, first of all, Tuesdays are like the worst day of the week.
They really are. I actually stand firmly behind that.
Tuesdays suck. And this week, like, yes, last week was our first back to reality.
But we were off Monday.
It doesn't count. The first week
doesn't.
back doesn't count because everybody's like,
easing in.
We're like, we're not doing this week. I'm not sending this email.
No.
And then it's like the emails that they were like,
wait.
Just bumping it back up, but get back to us next week. Now I have to get back to everyone and their fucking cousin because it's now still the end of December emails I put off.
Yeah. And if I had to give out, and I know that, like, people are going to be like, that's your job. If I had to give out one more pencil today, I honestly was going to cry.
Well, yeah, because you probably don't have any.
Like, I'm chock out of pencils, okay?
Damn.
Check my Amazon wish list in my bio. If anybody wants to buy me some pencils, please let me know. Like, I'm chock out of pencils.
What kind of pencils do you get, though?
Mechanical.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm nice like that. And I will give you a mechanical pencil. I don't mind. But, like, I've been, like, today I turned around 3 kids writing with colored pencils. I was like, what are you doing?
Really? That's crazy.
I'm like, just ask for a pencil. Like, I'll find something. I'll make it work.
What period do you have these kids? Like, how do they get through the day without a pencil?
I don't know. That's what I don't know. Same with, like, when I have kids come in, because this happens every single day without fail. Like, we're a Chromebook school, and kids come in every single day. My Chromebook's dead. Can I charge my Chromebook? I'm like, it's 8:33. You got here at 8:15, and your Chromebook is dead?
Dead.
Like,
but your cell phone's charged, I bet.
Of course. I'm sure it's at 100% as it sits in your locker.
Locker?
Yeah, they have to keep their phones in their lockers. Oh. We're a little strict about it at my school. It's honestly kind of nice. But, like, then, like, if Be Real goes off during the school day, I'm like, I'm taking my Be Real. And they're like, no fair. We want to take our Be Reals.
So
we,
like, used to, and, like, again, to, like, show how old we were. So, like, I remember basically holding a dupe phone. If I got caught texting in class,
you would hold 2 phones?
I'd keep my old one in my pencil case.
Oh my god!
So if I got in trouble texting, that would be the phone I would turn in.
Wow. See, my high school was wicked strict about it, and if you got caught texting, they would take your phone, and your parents would have to come back and get it at the end of the day.
It depended on who caught you.
Oh no, mine was not like that.
Yeah, so depending on, like, if it was like a teacher you were homies with, she'd be like, aka Miss Smith, my like Miss Honey of high school. When I remember she caught me texting, and I was like, Miss Smith, it's the weekend. Because if you got caught on the Friday, it stayed. Till Monday. It stayed, and I was like,
and you're like, I can't live.
And
like
she was like, just come back at the end of the day.
Like, and you're like, you're a real one.
But like, I've had most of the time they didn't want to deal with it either. But there was one teacher who was such a prick about it.
Yeah. No, like, that's it. It's too much. Listen, the worst part is the paperwork. They
legit,
do always say that.
Come on,
dude. I don't want to have to fill out the report.
Give me back my Voyager.
You know what it never was? Anyone. It was never that serious.
Seriously.
Like, that's what I always think of.
It's not even like we had smartphone. I would get it maybe if it was like I had the phone capability I had now. Yeah. But what was I doing on an NV Touch?
Exactly.
Like, what was I doing? I didn't even have like a data plan.
No, exactly. What was I doing? Like, hitting the end button super fast if I accidentally logged onto the web browser.
Literally. Like I wasn't doing anything.
No, that's how I was the same.
Let me keep my phone on me.
No, I totally agree with you. But so yeah. But no, besides that, but we are silly goofy mooding like today. And I actually have to say something. I have a little bit of like clickbait for the pod here, but it's something that I really have to get off of my chest. And Mike's gonna give me the he's allowing me the space to say this.
Yeah,
I'm feeling a little salty today. And I actually had a beanie on. I have this really cute beanie that's pink and it says salty, and I had it on earlier, but like it didn't look as good. But anyways. Something that I know comes with like the territory of like being chronically online like we are is like people are gonna be like rude. And I get that. I totally understand. But something that I can't stand for is people sliding into my DMs and asking me if I'm pregnant. It's just not something that I will tolerate at this point in my life. I've gotten over the last 2 or 3 weeks I've gained a ton of new followers, so which I'm super grateful for. But like
Humble brag.
humble brag, like I'm not trying to like whatever. But like people will be like, "Oh my gosh, like are you pregnant?" Like, "Oh, like what your somebody said, "Oh, you put the text box like right over your stomach, like something exciting coming soon."
It's like, no, these
wink
jeans are
emoji,
just
like
a little tight.
baby emoji. I'm like, no, I just like kind of had a fupa. Sorry.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want from me?
I dried these jeans today.
Yeah, exactly. Like they're a fresh wear. I haven't gone 2 days in these jeans. Like, what do you want?
It's the audacity of people.
It really is, and I think like people really just think that they're so entitled to like say these things to people like without consequence, and that's what I can't stand. So for all of you out there, like, and this is something Mike and I had talked about this on the last episode of the podcast. Like one of my 2023 resolutions was to try to become a mother. Like that's something that I want to do this year. But at my own leisure, like I think
Right.
everybody needs to take a step back. But I also want to say, like, for those of you who like don't know or whatever, I'm doing IVF right now. I'm in the process of doing IVF. It's a super stressful process. And I don't say that like so people are like, "Oh my gosh, like are you okay?" I say it because like at first I was like, I don't want to talk about it because I don't want the attention around it or whatever. But now I think like I in the past maybe like 2 or 3 weeks have found like a better community of people who have gone through the same thing, and it's been super helpful to me. I feel like a lot of the stuff that you see online about IVF is really doom and gloom and sad, and I was feeling that way at first, but now I'm feeling like really optimistic, really excited about the possibility of what this will bring. And that's it. So that's my only update for you guys. I am currently going through the process of IVF. That is my big life update for you all. When I have an update, I will have it for you. But as of right now, we're kind of in like a waiting period. We have some appointments coming up that will give us more answers and whatever. But
And like as content girlies, you think we're not going to post about it?
right, of course. Like I can't wait to
what?
monetize
Like
the
you
shit
don't
out
you
of
don't think
it.
we're not going to exploit our announcements?
of
like we're not
course we are.
gatekeeping life updates.
No, not at all.
At all.
I
At
promise
all.
you guys will be the first ones to know when something happens. But right now, nothing's happening. I just gained a couple winter LBs, if that's what you guys are referencing, and that's all. So thank you
But
for
any questions about the journey?
yes, of
Abby
course. Any
is-
questions about the journey? Like that's the one thing that I've learned is like it really is something that you need to be. And I'm not saying that I'm gonna be on here sharing everything that's going on because I want to respect my privacy, my husband's privacy, whatever. But it is something that I'm going through, and if people, are struggling and need somebody to talk to about it, I know my problem was I just didn't know many people who were going through the same thing that I am, and being, I'm only 27, being young and going through this and just kind of like the start of the journey, I didn't know anybody that had been through the same scenario as
Yeah.
me. So if this is you and if you're somebody that, needs somebody to talk to about it, or just even if you're somebody trying to conceive or whatever, my DMs are always open for that kind of discourse, not for the, "Hey girl, are you pregnant?"
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's that. And that's where I stand on
That's what
that.
you missed on Glee.
And that's what you missed on Glee. So tell me what's new with you. How was your New Year's?
My New Year's was fun. It was normally I don't do New Year's. I think I talked about this last time. It's not like my gag. I used to always work it when I bartended.
Yeah.
But this year I went out. I had plans. So I was like, okay, I went to a house party and bebopped around.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That sounds like you bebopping
Yeah,
around.
it was local. Didn't leave
That's good.
Dorchester. Yeah.
Yeah. That's nice. And
Yours was your anniversary.
it was my anniversary.
How was the cake?
You know what? I'm not gonna. So the 1 year like anniversary thing or whatever is you eat the cake a year after your wedding, and it was okay. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like I thought it was gonna be worse. It did taste a little bit like that. The frosting tasted a bit like the freezer. But what are you gonna do? I mean, that's the hazard of eating a 1 year old cake. The inside was delicious, still perfectly moist.
Wow.
But the outside was a little freezery tasting. But I had one of the best martinis I've ever had.
Oh, where?
At Trattoria El Panino in the North End. I got a pistachio martini.
Oh, yum.
Those
are good. I like pistachio shot.
Oh my God. It was delicious. Like I couldn't get over it. I was like, why is everybody drinking espresso martinis and not these?
Because espresso martinis are like a Four Loko.
Yeah, that's true. They do get you like the perfect amount.
It's like the perfect, like, yes, it's like a dinner nightcap, but
Yeah.
it's like where are we going next?
Right. Yeah, that's so true.
We're like, that's kind of like melted ice cream.
It is, yeah, and that's exactly what it was like, and it was delicious.
Yeah, I bet.
But one of my 2022 resolutions was to.
Oh my God, we never talked about this.
But this is something that So I wanted to become a dirty martini girl because I just like I knew that like the saltiness of it would just be like
It's
right
everything.
up my alley.
Oh my God, it's everything.
And I tried it with gin first. I was like, I do like gin, so I was like convinced that I would like it. It was just okay.
No.
But I'm feeling so influency because a bunch of people are being like tagging me in their stories, being like, Abby influenced me to try a dirty martini. I'm like, let's go. Like,
a dirty martini is my Bud Light.
No,
like when I tell you, I can slug down dirty martinis like literally Kathy Hilton bottoms up. Like without.
But they're so good.
Like if I want it to fully taste like I just swallowed beach water.
No, that's it. Somebody said that to me and I was like, I think
like
that's why I like it.
Like the dirtier beach water, like the better.
Yeah.
Like I love a filthy, dirty martini.
Slutty.
And I don't even, I want like the sluttiest little dirty martini I can find. And they're my favorite.
Yeah.
So I never really tried them until I started going to work because I work in advertising. Yeah. So when I started doing like more of the planning
dirty martinis are such an advertising thing.
Oh, and I'm like,
it's giving Don Draper.
Yeah, and like one of the girls, my friend Olivia, like she was like, get a dirty martini, like try it. I've never really had one. I was like, I'll never go back. Like we went to Capo for my friend Casey's birthday on Wednesday last week, which is all you can eat pasta night, which I didn't know was a thing.
Delicious.
And I was like,
I didn't know that was a thing either.
Yeah, which it was fun. It was fun. Yeah. And I was like, earlier the day I was like, I'm not gonna drink, and then like the day got ahead of me, and I was like, the second I said, I'm like, can I get a Tito's dirty martini? Yeah. Like needed it.
No, literally that was me. I was doing dry January. I was convinced until last Friday. I was like, it's been a week. Like went out to dinner.
Yeah.
I'm like, yes, I will have the tallest glass of Sauvignon Blanc you have.
You're doing like damp January.
No, I'm doing like slightly moist January.
Yeah, exactly.
But like the combination of, and this is like just so elite, the combination of a Caesar salad, fries, and either it was a glass of wine, but now it's a dirty martini. Like there's nothing like
it's literally so I think the New Yorker just put out something. It's like the new Happy Meal.
I saw it on your story.
Yeah,
yes.
Like I love like a
truffle fries and a dirty martini.
A truffle fry and a dirty martini, or if you're a local in Seaport, you go to Ocean Prime, you get the truffle popcorn and get a dirty martini.
I'm ashamed to say I've actually never been to Ocean Prime. I have to go because I know that's your spot.
That is my favorite.
Okay,
it's
I'll
my
have
favorite
to try
dirty martini in the city. Yeah,
that's good to know.
It is. There's one that you're gonna like more though, because it's more like Instagrammy. It's like the berries and bubbles, and they throw in like a thing.
I do like that.
Of what's the ice?
Like dry ice.
Yeah, and it like makes it all like
amazing.
Like Harry Potter.
I love that.
But I always, I've never had it. I always get the dirty.
No, I do like a dirty. I'm glad that I've been converted to being a dirty martini girl. It's something that I really wanted to try. And follow your dreams, kids, because I did it and I did like it. Like it was much better than I anticipated.
Yeah, like
gin's not the way to go though.
But I feel like the caveat is like you kind of already have to be a vodka girl.
Yeah, you definitely have to be a vodka girl. If you're a tequila girl, it's not for you.
It's not for you.
Stick to your margs and call it a day.
Yeah, get a Paloma if you're trying to like spice it up, but.
Like take your Paloma out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Like just grow up and get a tequila shot if that's what you're gonna do.
But
I also in my 2023 era dyed my hair brown, which like has been a transition for me to a brown.
A lot of people have gone.
You know what? I just said it's time. Let me try something different. I like it. I'm glad my hairdresser, I've been going to her since I was 18.
I feel like you're like dirty blonde.
Yeah,
though,
but then this is the darkest I've been in a while. But she said she wouldn't let me go like dark because she was like, you're going to hate, like you won't like it. And
well, this is just adjustment for when you are pregnant.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Can't dye
and
your
you can't do, no. And that's what like not to talk about it again, but I'm a Botox girl. Like surprise, surprise. I have gotten Botox in my forehead for a while, not a while now, but a couple like I did it a couple times and I love it. But when I started trying to conceive, they were like, oh, like the toxins that are in Botox, like can like in your first, I know, no, I know, but they were like in your first 3 months, like all of those toxins, like that's when you're blah, 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 whatever. So anyways, when I read about it, they were like, we really strongly don't recommend it. And I was like, ugh. I really want to
Yeah,
get like
now
my
you're-
forehead's really
Now
looking
you're like,
kinda,
I look like a raisin.
no, I'm like my forehead's looking kind of janky. All those years in the sun are like really fucking me. Which like another thing is I had a huge freckle removed off my back the other day, and so like 2023 I'm being a hat girl. I have to be a hat girl. My
Really?
years.
Meanwhile, over here, I'm like, I think I might pick up tanning
No,
again.
that's what my years. I miss a tanning bed, and I said this on my story, and I was like, I hope no children are watching this because like I don't want anybody to think that they should go in a tanning bed. But like,
the children these days will never have the tanning era we grew
no,
up
they
in.
won't. No, but like the smell of the bed, the smell of the
smell
lotion,
of how your skin
yes.
smelled leaving. Like
yes. There was nothing.
there's
like
nothing better.
No,
There's
it's so
nothing
true.
better.
And like when I was in college, we would go. My roommate and I would go in like the dead of February for like
you had to
just 7 or 8 minutes, and you'd be like,
Oh.
oh God, like the
I'm
serotonin.
I'm a level 3.
Well, yeah, but you have
a full
good
12
Olivey
minutes.
skin tone.
And I'm like using a booster. and no things on my eyes, and I'm wide open,
wide open eyes, looking at like straight ahead,
legit on my phone.
No, literally, and yeah. So my years of tanning beds are coming back to bite me. They're really coming to kick me in the ass because now the thing that they took off had like abnormal cells, so now I have to like go every 6 months instead of a year. I'm like, you're really cramping my style because I love the sun so much. Like,
God damn it, you should never gone to that many proms.
I never should have went to that many. That's exactly what my problem is. I was such a prom girl. Like, I just regret it.
Mm-hmm. The prep.
But I don't regret the time in the tanning bed.
No,
sorry.
never.
I don't.
Never, because there is
bad,
a thing like, I do think I'm like tanorexic. Like they're like I'm
tan
like,
mom.
I'm like I could be darker.
But no,
like literally.
I always think I'm sorry. I just look a little bit better with a tan. I just do.
Everyone does.
I'm sorry.
Everybody does.
Unless you're from like the dead center of Ireland. Like
no,
then you just
not
look
then you need it.
No,
then you need it more.
Than anybody else.
Yeah.
But also it's like the serotonin and the whatever that other one is, dopamine that you get from like a couple minutes in the sun. Like,
oh yeah. And just like when like nobody, again, like just because I love to feel elite, it's like the same energy of like working out at 6 a.m. Like I'm already better than you.
Right.
I have a little color on my face.
Right, exactly.
Like what's up, pale?
Yeah, no, literally. That's what my grandma used to always be like, oh, you look so pasty. You need a little rouge. And like right now, like I'm looking at myself in like the reflection over there and like I do look kind of pasty. Like I need to either up my self tanner or something because I'm feeling it. But
get some Isle of Paradise drops and call it a day.
That's the move, I think, which is what we just have to do. What have you been watching? Oh, we didn't even get to talk about it. I finally finished Sex Lives of College Girls.
Right.
Binged that shit.
So
and
good.
I was texting Mike with my takes because I just have so much to say. So I'll go into season 1 first because everybody should have watched season 1 by now. If you didn't, sorry, but start right now. Like when Kimberly ended up, lame ass Kimberly ended up with hot ass Nico, I was like,
know.
This must be a joke.
I know, because like what college would that happen?
No, what college? Like, and then I saw a TikTok and it was like, somebody was like, how did Kimberly pull like all these guys in Sex Lives of College Girls? And like some girl duetted it and was like, it's because she's like white and has that confidence. And I was like, that's exactly what it is. Like she has that like meek little white girl confidence that like nobody else has. Like I was like, girl.
True.
I just could like.
Cheese. What's his face's sister,
okay,
right?
yeah. I texted you that. I go, so Kimberly from Sex Lives of College Girls is Timothy Chalamet's sister. Mm-hmm. Which like makes sense why she gives a little like Victorian orphan vibes.
Yeah.
You like a little like, pasty.
Like could be haunted.
yeah, like could be haunted by some sort of
like
ghost.
Has a demon
totally
torturing her family, keeping her up late at night.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And no, but I loved it. That was such a good show. Did we know? So when we were talking about the HBO merger, you said that you weren't sure.
That's definitely, it does so well. I think it already got renewed for season 3.
Thank God, because it was really good.
Yeah.
It was really, really good. And I'm excited for that to eventually come back. But then I just started because I need like in the winter, I need something bingeable with 1 million seasons with 1 million episodes. I don't care if it's good. I don't care whatever. I just need something like with a lot of.
What are you watching?
I'm watching West Wing.
Ugh.
No, I thought that too at first. Like I was like, oh, what I'm gonna learn like about the political branches.
Everything
of
I've
government.
learned is from Scandal.
Okay, so this is like, it's honestly kind of like Scandal. It's not that far off from that, but like late 90s. like started in like 1998, I think.
Yeah.
But it's like young Rob Lowe, which like
Dreamy.
so dreamy. The guy from Billy Madison, Eric from Billy Madison. Like there's like it's just a good cast. The lady who won the Oscar for I, Tanya.
Oh, yep.
You know who I'm
I know
talking
who you're
about?
talking about.
I can't think of her name right now, but it'll come to me in a minute. But she
Well, I think I remember when it was like ending.
Yes,
And
I think
everyone,
so too.
it was like the end of an. It would be like when Grey's
Yes.
Anatomy finally
Right, exactly.
fucking pulls the plug.
Yeah, whenever that's gonna be. But like, time's
yeah.
ticking on that one. But then it's much better than I expected it to be. I was like,
what's it on?
HBO Max.
Got it.
But it's like it's political drama, like juicy tea. Like it's like there's always something happening. Like you're always like, wow. So it is kind of like Scandal in that effect.
Yeah, but not as juicy.
But not as juicy. No.
We just started, me and my roommates. This is like not what you're looking for. It's like a one and doneer, but it's the new show Kaleidoscope.
Okay, I've been hearing everybody talk about it. Justin's nodding his head too.
Sorry, yeah.
So
you watched the whole thing?
So the gag of it.
Wait,
though,
what color did you start with?
So I Googled which. Because I was like, we're about to go all willy fucking nilly, and we're gonna be the only group that's like, wait, what did we just watch? Because we just went so out of order.
Yeah.
So I Googled like best paths to take for Kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
Oh, so anyone who doesn't know, you can watch this show in any order, and they're all supposed to kind of fit within.
Except for the last one, right?
I don't know.
Justin, is that right?
So I was checking my order. So sorry, say that again.
So you can watch them in any order you want, except for the last one.
Exactly. So
the last one always has to be the last one?
Right. So it's the color white. That
Okay.
one has to be the last one you watch.
Got it.
And then like black is like the 1 minute
That was my first
preview.
one. No, I'm just kidding. We are watched. So I Googled best paths, and we're taking the suspense path.
Oh.
And it's only doable the first time you watch, because like all the big gags like kind of play more in like a on your edge type of seat, which like is kind of how I feel. It's very like Ocean's 11 vibe.
Okay.
So we're going red, yellow, pink, green, orange, violet, blue, white, and we have to watch pink. We only did 2. Wow. But it's good.
How long are they? An hour?
Yeah. And it's not a cell phone show, which sucks.
Oh, see, I'm such a cell phone show girl. That's why I like West Wing. It's like
yeah, so it's not a cell phone show. I do have
to really like devote the time to it,
because like we actually had to rewind. I was like, wait, I missed something.
Okay.
But I like it.
But it's not scary. It's just like a little suspenseful.
Suspenseful, more of like just kind of like kind of cliffhangers. Like if you were watching it weekly, you'd be like, oh shit, what's happening next?
Yeah. I like that.
But
did you like it?
I liked it. Yeah, honestly, we should have done that and like looked up like the best way to watch it first. We did whatever Netflix suggested, and we just like went with it. And at like halfway through, I was like, you know what? Why didn't we just Google it? Like I'm sure there's like a way better order to do it, but it wasn't bad. I think my order was yellow, green, blue, orange, violet, red, pink, and then white. And I think as I was watching it, I was like, it would have made more sense to me if I had watched like this episode first or something like that.
Yeah, like kind of like this path, like it's just leading in very nicely. Like
yeah,
I'm happy with I would recommend this journey.
Okay, I'm gonna watch it. I want you can screenshot that and send it to me. I will devote it. I will.
It's a co-viewing too. Like you'll definitely he'll watch that.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's good. Good to know. Okay, well, I'm happy to hear that. That's a good one. I'll put it on the list.
And then I need to watch The Menu, which is like
yes, yeah, I heard that was good.
I heard it was great. I think it got nominated for a Golden Globe.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I'll watch that. Where is that on?
HBO.
Oh, okay. I'll watch pretty much anything on HBO. I'm not opposed. I'm like, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I'll watch anything on HBO.
Is HBO? There was some show that somebody told me to watch on HBO about like sisters, but I couldn't remember what it was, and then I was.
Oh no, I think it's Apple TV.
Oh, I think you're right. Actually, now that you say that,
someone recommended it to me over the week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to watch that. I heard it's good.
All right, so let's dive on into some pop culture news. First and foremost, the one thing that everybody can't shut the fuck up about, respectfully, because I understand, is Prince Harry's new book and all of the juicy tea that came out of it. And here's the thing. I have to just say this. I just don't care. I
don't care either.
I really don't care. Like, I'm team Meghan Markle, and that's all I really know.
Yeah,
everybody else, like they were saying, oh, the one article that I read before I was like, oh, wait, I don't care, was that, the palace was mad that they got called like racist in the book, and it's like,
Well, if the
well,
shoe fits.
right. Like, I don't know. Like, and then I guess Harry said something about their unconscious bias, and they were so against that.
Well,
But what else do you call it?
either that or racism or
No,
both.
exactly. Like, you should be thankful that they called it unconscious biase.
Yeah, right? Like that's
nicer. They were trying to do you a solid.
Take a diversity and inclusion training.
Yeah, exactly. You would know.
And you would know that that's an
Take
unconscious
one DEI
bias.
class.
Yeah. And you're probably code switching.
Yeah,
So
exactly. Exactly.
yeah. I don't care.
No, I don't care. But I did put it on hold at my local library. I will not be spending the money on it because I don't care enough to do that.
Yeah.
But when my audiobook hold comes off and I can listen to it while I drive in the car, I will be happy
How long
to do
is
so.
it?
Actually, I don't know. I didn't look it up. Probably, I would say definitely a couple hours. I think somebody said like 14 hours the audiobook is.
Hey, that's shorter than Michelle Obama's.
Yeah, and Barack Obama's was like 30 hours. I got it from the library, and then I was like, you know what? 30 hours, even if I listen to it on 2x speed, which is what I normally do, it's not enough. Like, I can't.
No way.
I can't spend that much time.
No way.
So I'm interested to see what happens with that, though, but I don't know. I don't care enough to. All I know is this podcast is firmly team Meghan Markle
Period.
and firmly anti-royals.
Yeah, I don't really. Royals aren't my gag, and I really want
Me
it to
neither.
be, but I just like.
I just can't with all these people like being so obsessed with the royals and like
I'm just not.
what's her face? Not Meghan Markle, the other
Kate.
one. Kate. Like, who cares?
Yeah, like I just don't
We're not even
care. I
British.
don't. Yeah, like I don't care.
I don't care. There's a reason that we don't have a monarchy here.
I did in college though, for one of my last comm paper, we could write about anything that like felt media
related.
And I did want to write a paper about how the Kardashians are America's royal family.
I agree with you.
And she wouldn't let me. But that is what was one of my topics.
I think that would have been a really good topic.
Right?
Like, and especially, I bet she's like kicking herself now because they.
Well, I wouldn't have done it justice. So, I was just trying. It was a summer class.
Phoning it in for sure.
Yeah, I was like, let me just turn the paper in. I'll get to see at least.
Exactly.
It'll be done forever.
Those are summer.
But yeah.
But yeah. So we'll see what happens. I'm not invested.
Yeah, I don't really care. And I'm like shocked. The only reason why like I do know a little bit more about this is because to hit my orbit, Bethany Frankel can't shut the fuck up about it.
Oh my God, I know. I saw that. And I saw that one girl making
was like, did Bethany Frankel come out of her cave to talk about
Prince Harry's book? Yeah, and Meghan Markle. Like, and I said the same thing. I mean, it's true.
Like, why? Like, why does she care?
Why do you care?
Why does
Move
she
yourself.
care?
Move
Legit.
yourself. Yeah, I'm over that whole side. I'm over the Meghan Markle hate. Like, just say you're
I'm
racist
honestly
and move
over
on.
Meghan Markle too. Like, I don't really care about
just
her.
Exist.
Yeah, just live your life.
Right.
Like, whatever.
But like your fans
like
are supporting
you were a TV
you.
show
Like,
actress. Like, go off. Like that. Go back to that then. Like,
No,
I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
I didn't watch Suits. I didn't care about you then.
Nope.
I didn't wake up for the wedding.
No,
I don't
either.
care.
No, I'm over it.
Yeah. Spare me.
Spare me. I have much bigger issues to worry about. Like, Anna Delvey is allegedly getting a new TV
now
show
let's
according
talk
to
about
Page
it.
6.
Let's talk about it.
I'm all for her trying to rehab her image. I actually think
I want her on Real Housewives.
Oh,
I want
100%.
put her and Julia Fox on the Roni reboot season 2, and I would be let me see Anna Delvey actually start a foundation, get that redemption. Let me see it.
No, and like let me see her. I want to see her on an ultimate girls trip, like going toe to toe with
who?
I can't think of. I don't know. I can't think of anybody. I was trying to think. Who was the one with the prosthetic leg?
Oh, New York, Aviva.
Yeah, Aviva.
I would. I don't think she'll ever be back, but I would love to see her just go to. And I feel like anyone would be fascinated, but also so scared of her.
Oh, totally.
Like I would love
she's like
to
really
see
crazy.
her with like a Kenya or like anyone from Atlanta.
Oh, anybody.
I would anyone
her
from
versus
Potomac.
Like bring back Nene just for that. Like I would
just
love to see them go toe to toe.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I think Anna Delvey. I'm obsessed.
No,
I would love to see a reality TV show about her.
I know people like want to I want to hate her. I do. But like, I just
I don't hate her.
No, I don't hate her at all. Like, I should.
She's literally the modern day Robin Hood. Like, I
Totally.
don't like.
No, you're so right.
Like, why are we mad at her?
Right.
She stole from the rich. Jen Shah stole from disabled and poor and elderly.
Exactly.
She was scamming out millionaires. Like, what do they need that money for?
So
Let
true.
Anna Delvey set up her fake Soho house.
You're right. It is modern day Robin Hood.
It is what they should have. She should never have gone to jail.
Never.
She should have gotten like a slap on the wrist. She didn't get the money.
The only reason that she went to jail is because
she's
poor.
And she made them all look like a fool.
Totally.
All those white men were so embarrassed.
They were embarrassed. They had
oh
to,
my
she had to go to jail.
God.
No, I agree with you. I think like they want us to hate her. I don't hate her.
I don't hate her. She's a hero.
She's a modern American hero. She really
is. She's Robin Hood.
Because no, but like we said, she was stealing from the rich, but Jen Shah was stealing from the poor. And now she's going to jail for
not enough time.
No, for honestly, you and I talked about like for not enough time.
For not enough time.
It's not enough.
Like Todd Chrisley, he's going for longer.
Totally.
And the wife.
He didn't scam any old people.
He scammed the country.
He scammed the country. It's different.
It's different.
It's totally different. No, I agree with you. I think they wanted the restitution to be the worst part of it, but I really don't think it is. I mean, it's going to take her a long time to pay it back, obviously.
I don't think it'll take that long. I think she's gonna write a memoir.
Of course.
And like she can't profit off it, but that's gonna.
But it'll pay off those debts quite quickly.
Quite quick.
They even said in the court documents she was making some sort of shot merch and was selling that about her going to jail.
Yeah,
and the proceeds from that.
The free shot.
Yeah, free shot.
Yeah.
Which
Brandon bought one. I can't. Brandon bought one. And it it got confirmation that it was canceled, was not going to be shipped like when they first came out, but they still kept the money. I was like, so you were just scammed?
Oh my God, he was legit shot scammed.
Yeah.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So he never got his money back?
I feel confident that he said he doesn't think so.
Wait, that's actually crazy. That's an exclusive for you all.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
That's juicy. But you know what? Hey, did she get what she deserves? No, I think she deserved more.
No.
But I think the house arrest for 5 years after, like, I think that's going to kill her. Like, that's going to be tough for her.
Yeah, I do. And because, like, this isn't, like, again, like, not to compare within, like, the housewives world, but, like, this is not a Teresa, I'm going to jail because, like, I'm just a dum-dum and let my husband sign every paperwork.
Right, this was true
like,
malicious intent.
Like, when I was watching, like, the live tweets on Friday, the, like, state's defense was literally, like, Jen Shah was literally the ringleader. She was dealing money out, like, overseas. Like, she's not someone who was
she's
just,
not somebody
like,
that fell into
like a
this.
scapegoat. Like, she knew what she was doing. And it's like, that's what sucks. Like, that's sad.
And that's why she should be going to jail for longer. Like, she did something bad. Like, she
I know,
was
but
a
I
bad
heard
person.
this judge, like, does tend to go lighter.
So she got off easy.
Yeah, and she's trying to go to the same jail as Elizabeth Holmes in Texas.
I mean,
which is like minimum security.
Yeah, of course.
But it's
like
not
you're
like
doing yoga every morning.
No,
at 7
I don't think
a.m.
it's Teresa's type of jail. I think it's prison. Like, but
like a prison-y prison.
Yeah, like I don't think there's gonna be a people exclusive that like can just come in and take pictures of her and all her fucking friends.
Right. Yeah, because otherwise we would have heard something from Elizabeth Holmes. Like we haven't heard anything from her.
Well, she hasn't gone to jail yet. She's not going to jail till April.
Okay, I mean that's insane.
Isn't that insane?
That's really crazy. If you don't know who Elizabeth Holmes is, she's the Theranos lady.
It's like April 17th is when she has to report.
And how long is she going to jail for?
11 years.
That doesn't seem like enough either.
I'd be like, take me now.
Totally.
Like, what is it? What's the delay? It's January. Like, what am I going to miss out on?
You're totally right.
Not like she has passport. She can't leave the country.
No,
like,
totally
take me. Like, what could you possibly have to get in order?
Like, I'm in my Elle Woods era. I'm going to go to law school because this is crazy. And all these people are getting off scot-free, in my opinion. This is bullshit. I can't stand this. And speaking of, we'll just loop in all of our crime talk into one. We're becoming a true crime podcast for the next
Which is like my
10
dream
minutes.
come true.
Are you a true crime girl?
That's why I got into podcasts.
I didn't know that.
Mhm.
I don't like it. I'm an anxiety girl.
Yeah,
I
and
can't
that's why
do
I'm
it.
shocked to even see this bullet.
No, yeah. No, so I make like a little bulleted list of like what I think we should talk about on the pod. And Mike was like shocked to see that I wrote that I wanted to talk about the Cohasset murder. So if you're local, which most of our listeners are,
This is a Lifetime movie,
Nope.
baby. We are getting a
100.
Dateline.
Yes.
We're getting one.
We're getting a Dateline special. So to sum it up, basically, this woman went missing.
Yep.
From Cohasset, Massachusetts. And she left her home, on one morning. And
It was like New Year's, right?
I think it was New Year's Day because she had business dealings in D.C. and said that she had an emergency there that she had to go to. Never got on her flight. Never.
The night she left, they found out like her flight was. Oh my! This is like I'm living my podcast.
Go ahead.
Fantasy.
Tell us.
So she was living. She left, I think, on like a Tuesday.
Yes.
And it turns out her ticket was actually for a Thursday.
Okay.
And like that was like the last I read or I saw like a Facebook, TikTok, and it was like, so not only was she lying about her flight, but the day was like completely off. And they don't even know
Oh.
if she actually got into the Uber to Logan.
Wait, that's crazy.
Yeah, there was a whole TikTok thread I saw. So then I don't know how legit this is. Obviously, I work at an agency, all women, so we love gossiping about anything.
Anything
so,
we can.
Yeah.
And
so,
this is juicy.
Yeah, and this is local. So then we saw, so apparently the husband did get arrested
Yes.
because they found a bloody knife.
So this is from USA Today. Husband of missing Massachusetts woman held on bail for misleading police. Bloody knife found in home.
Yeah.
So police are investigating the disappearance of a Massachusetts woman. Last seen on New Year's Day, they discovered a bloody knife in the basement of the home that she shared with her husband. Apparently, I heard he also Googled like how to dispose of a body.
How to cut up a 150-pound body and then bought like 140 pounds of like fucking concrete or something at Home Depot. Yeah, like how in this day and age,
that's just
how like I understand, like how are you Googling things on like a traceable, like what kind of criminal are you?
Are you even browsing on private
like
mode?
have
Probably
you
not.
like what is fucking incognito mode on fucking
What's it for,
Google
then?
Chrome for?
I can't.
If you're just Googling how to disable a 150-pound body with your full chest.
No, I really can't.
And then the house that caught on fire.
Yeah, so then they owned another house in Cohasset. The house caught on fire, like in the middle of all of this disappearing madness, which is wild.
Which is so insane, which makes me think the murder happened there.
He spent hundreds of dollars on cleaning supplies.
Yes, that's what it was. Yep.
Wait, this is T. I'm looking at this picture right now. He was in Quincy District Court.
Well, I heard also too that she allegedly had a boyfriend.
I wouldn't doubt it. But
because have you looked at the 3 kids?
No. Oh, they don't
Two
look
have
any
dark
of
hair, one has blonde hair.
It's giving
so
White Lotus.
It's very White Lotus, only this one snapped.
Yeah,
and
right.
so I'm thinking she wanted a divorce.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
had
And
the
then he was like, I
boyfriend
have
she
to-
wanted to run away with.
Yeah. Well, he's on probation pending sentencing. Also, in a 2021 wire fraud case in which he was convicted of selling fraudulent Andy Warhol paintings.
Dead. So that's like they
Okay, art heist.
came to Cohasset with no money and wanted to keep
wanted
up with the Joneses.
Yeah, you're right. I'm looking at this picture right now. There's a picture of the guy in Quincy District Court, and the guy behind him is a guy that I used to work out with at a boxing gym that I used to go to. And something that I just am thinking of right now is my dad's best friend is the district attorney for Norfolk County, and I got to see if we can have him on the pod.
Oh my God, I want to talk about it.
I'm sure he can't.
I'd love to get his
much,
take on the Idaho murders too. Let's talk about that while we're here.
Yeah, please. Let's get it. We'll just do all of our true crime at once.
Have you been following
I've been
that?
following since the day after they got murdered. A bunch of their TikToks kept coming up on my For You page.
I didn't know. I found out so late.
Oh my God,
and
you would love this.
Well, yeah, and then after I like did digging, it like was all over my algorithm because I was like, wait, Idaho college girls killed in their sleep. I'm like,
Yes.
how long ago?
Right.
And then I was like talking about it and we were talking about it at work. And I was like, I had no idea this happened like a month ago.
Yeah.
Like I'm so late to this.
Yeah, no, they kept like coming up on my TikTok For You page and I would read, I'm like, why is this on my For You page? And I'd go to the comments and it would be like, rest easy, like so sad, like absolutely gut wrenching. And I was like, what is this? And then finally I Googled it and I was like, Oh my! And it's like the saddest thing
and
of all time.
scary. That is
Super
so scary.
It's really, really scary. Like that's why I don't fuck with true crime because I think it's like, ugh, it gives me.
I know. Like would have never watched The Conjuring, but like I could listen to like any local schmokel murder and like not even think about it. No, it's so crazy, and the guy is so creepy. Did you see like the survey? Because he was like a TA.
Oh yeah, he was a TA at their school that they go to.
Was that it? I thought he wasn't at that school.
He went to a different school.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think he went to school in like Washington.
Yeah. No, it's like, it's like, I think the college is called Washington something.
Oh,
but
okay,
it's like,
yeah.
It's like a half,
Idaho?
it would be like Bridgewater, UMass Dartmouth.
Oh, okay.
Like not far, but like
Oh.
not close either. And he low-key got pulled over that night in the town where the girls were killed, and like they let him go. But I guess so. I watched actually leaving here 2 weeks ago. That was when he was arraigned, or they like confirmed they caught him, and I was watching like the YouTube stream, and they hadn't said anything. They couldn't really give us much other than that he was caught, and like I don't think we still know motive, and but the FBI had been watching him as suspect like 1 from the start. And I guess it had something to do with like a crime he committed before. And they were able to kind of like back into DNA from like the 23andMe type of stuff. And like basically knew it was him and just kind of had to like really build it out.
That is awful.
Isn't that insane?
That's just so crazy. Like that's gonna be that's not even gonna be a lifetime. That's gonna be like a major motion picture.
No,
like, that's gonna be
for real. It's gonna be all edited
That's
though to make
scary.
it like way he was more of a stalker, because like I think it was just so random.
Yeah.
That like is even more horrifying.
No, that's like the scariest part.
Yeah.
Ugh, that gives
And
me
he
such
looks
the
so
creeps.
unhinged. And I heard he was
Yeah.
like a super vegan, like made his parents go out and get all new pots and pans to like things that like had never touched meat. Like, but you're killing?
But you can do a murder?
Yeah.
Multiple murders?
Multiple murder. Like we can't eat cow, but we're gonna go kill 21-year-olds. Like what the fuck is that?
That's so crazy.
Insane. And it's always a white guy.
Of course.
Always
It's
a
white
thin
man.
little white guy.
Yeah.
Always.
Scrawny little white boy.
Like where did you get that like mom strength to take out 4 22-year-olds, this scrawny little man?
You're right. You're so right. And something that I said or I saw somewhere, their dog never barked or anything like that.
Didn't the dog get killed? Or
Oh,
was
did
that
the dog get killed too? Justin, is that true?
I don't know if the dog killed. I know. So there were 2 roommates.
Oh,
I
no,
think
that
there was like 6 people in the house that lived in the
four
house.
four got
4 got killed. 2 didn't.
upstairs. Imagine the survivor's guilt.
Well, the one did you hear that one of the survivors like saw him that night? So one of the survivors heard like screaming and like commotion and thought that it was the guy that got killed, and like looked and like popped out to like check it out, and the dude was just like standing in front of them like with like a mask on. So they didn't release that detail. Like they knew it from the beginning, but they didn't release it till a few days ago that like they knew that he was basically seen like with a mask on in the house by the surviving roommate. And like they made eye contact, and for some reason he like didn't go after her. Like she like ran back into a room and locked it, and like he just calmly walked to like the back porch or like something like that.
Okay, so then that's like weird, because then it's like you're not gonna like text your roommates like, why is this fucking weirdo in the house?
Right.
This was after he had killed the other 4.
Oh,
Yeah.
So then now that's weird to me is, why didn't you think something happened when they don't call the cops till 11 a.m.?
Yeah,
So
That's
there's some
really weird.
questions
Yeah.
there.
The dog was spared, for the record. The dog.
So then there was okay.
The
There was
dog is
another TikTok I saw, something completely different, but continue.
That
yeah.
is just so scary. I really hate that.
Yeah, insane.
I really hate it.
That is insane.
It is scary. But yeah, I'm gonna have to see because the woman quoted in the Cohasset article, the assistant district attorney, I know her. So I'm gonna have to see if I can get some inside sources to come on the pod and discuss. We're not a true crime pod, but we could be today.
Yes.
So anyways, a couple more quick topics here.
Maybe a little more
Actually,
lighthearted.
Yeah, something a little bit more lighthearted. And on a lighter note, Lisa Rinna is leaving Real Housewives
Yeah, speaking of
Beverly
murder,
Hills. Speaking of murder, Kathy Hilton.
Murder in the first
killed
degree.
her.
Kathy Hilton killed Lisa Rinna's
She
career
did, yep.
immediately after that reunion.
Totally.
But
But are we getting Kathy back is what I want to know.
heard we are, and I heard potential diamond holder.
Tea. I would
And
love
I
that.
heard she's bringing a friend on.
Who?
I forget the name. I just saw it on Twitter today, and It is a like skincare guru,
Ooh.
friends with Kathy
I like that.
Hilton, Asian woman, which we love because I think Crystal is gone.
Really?
Yep. So with the Rinna exit, Diana, no shock to anybody,
No.
has also goodbye.
Yeah, right. Let's pretend we're shocked.
And then Crystal, I heard, was given a friend of role, which I heard she did turn down.
Oh, really?
Yep. And then
honestly, I probably would too. I'd be like, "What? You want to use me like partial of the time? I'll just."
and not even because look at what happened to Tracy on New Jersey 2 seasons ago. A friend of, and we cut her out every second can. So it's like, no. And I know I liked Crystal because like she's like a normie, but like we don't need that now. With Rinna gone, I need big fucking guns.
Right.
And then I heard Dorit is potentially getting a friend of now with option to come back full time if she brings it. So kind of like a similar to Jackie.
Right.
I don't know how true that is now with like Rinna out, Diana out, and Crystal potentially out.
Right.
I think that might
be
too big of a shakeup. But I do think like if Dorit doesn't like bring back season 8, then she is out of here.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. I do think we'll probably see a Brandy friend of. I do think we'll see potentially a Kim Richards friend of.
I would rather a Kim Richards than a Camille Grammer any
I don't think we'll get Camille on Beverly Hills. We are getting Camille on
Ultimate
Girls Trip 4.
That's how I feel about that.
I know. I do.
Such a fucking liar, Camille.
I do like Camille as a housewife, not as a person. Kind of the same way I feel about Jen. Like I liked Jen as a housewife.
I feel about Brandy.
Yeah.
Like Brandy's a horrible person. She made good TV. What can I say?
Yeah, I think
honestly, and that's how I felt about Lisa Rinna for a long time too. But then she turned into a bad person, and then
until
I
it was just too much. It was too much.
No, for a while it was like this is good television.
Yeah, like I got the role she was playing, and I was happy with it.
Totally.
But now I'm like, oh,
we can do it though.
Girl, give it up.
Yeah. Hang up the villain like cloak for a second and just be a normal person.
Normal human.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm interested. I mean, Beverly Hills, it's gonna be. I think they're gonna keep a lot more to the chest this season. I don't think there'll be as many blinds and as much like tea leaked because it is so new.
Yeah.
So I think they're gonna want to like keep that vault.
I can't believe, and now switching to a different franchise, but I can't believe that nobody knows who punched Heather Gay.
Because so I've heard some things. Originally, I thought it was bad Botox, and she didn't want to put Beauty Lab on blast. But then I did. So we low-key had like a convo with Heather. We were talking about something other, and then she like brought up. I like made a joke about the eye, and she basically said to us like, I'm so sorry, like I can't say anything. I don't know why production is like making this such a storyline. Like but I like can't give anything.
It's not that deep.
Yeah, so basically what I've heard is that like basically she blacked out. Obviously we saw her at that night and hit her head off the faucet in her bathroom. And that's what she thought. And then production kind of gaslit her to saying like, well, we have footage of someone hitting you. And like kind of was trying to make a fake like
a big thing about it
and wanted her to like say a name of who she thought would have hit her.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm pretty confident. Like I fell.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, we have footage. And she was like, well, show me. And they're like, we can't. But who do you think hit you? And that's why she was like playing with them. And she's like, I don't know then. I don't know who hit me. So I do think like production was trying to give her a villain edit.
I think she totally got a villain edit this season.
I do too.
People don't like her this season, and I've always liked Heather, but this season was not her best.
Yeah, it wasn't her best, but I also feel like this season of Salt Lake, like,
wasn't their best.
It wasn't their best. And I'm excited for season 4. I don't think Mary's back as much as like Meredith keeps insisting, and I don't think I've heard from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City casting people themselves, the Instagram, they were like, said to us that they could essentially recast the whole show with how many auditions they've got of people that are so good.
No, like all those Mormon mommy bloggers.
I know. There's gonna be one of them.
There must be.
There has to be one of them.
They're all. When I just said that, Justin's face looked so confused when I said Mormon mommy bloggers. Like I think he was like,
like
what
high
the fuck are you
level.
guys
There's like
talking
this
about?
group of like 8 Mormon girls who are like mid to late 20s. They're pretty young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it basically came out that they were all swinging with one another's husbands.
Yeah. And there was like big drama
big
about
drama
it.
'cause-
they're part of the show.
No,
Oh,
they
they're
were just
like their own thing on
influencers.
TikTok.
Yeah,
Okay.
influencers
They were
and
like
TikTokers.
mommy bloggers, but they were all together. They all lived in Utah, and then one girl
Justin doesn't like
basically
this.
one girl can't she basically disappeared from the pack, but so did another girl's husband, and it came out that like
They were
they
together.
fell in
Yeah.
love
Oh.
during all their like
Yeah.
swinging in Utah.
And between them and like the Rach Parcell and all those, what are their like all those sisters?
Yeah,
Like there's room.
I think there's definitely room.
And if I honestly believe if they really want, if like the Housewives as a whole and Andy wants to switch it up and make it like a younger generation thing, start there.
yeah,
Like I think really do think
well,
that's
I
the
think
place that you
I
can
think
start.
Salt Lake is genuinely more of a younger cast.
Totally.
Which I think is why like we're like it's so fun. But I think Jen Shah of it all, I think just kind of I'm happy to see it now done.
Yeah. No,
Because
me
I'm
too.
done talking about it.
Yeah, I'm over it.
And I think they are too. So I think
No, and that's how we felt like after Aspen last year. Like we were like, once it finally aired, we were like, I don't ever want to talk about this again.
yeah. So I'm excited for Salt Lake. I'm excited for it to have like kind of new life,
Yeah.
new
No, I think,
energy around it.
like,
Because I
all
feel
of
like
the-
did get a little dark.
Yes. All of the franchises are really starting to bring like a new energy because like my mom's generation, who like my mom started watching when Vicky Gunvalson was the OG of the OC. I think that whole generation of people like watching Real Housewives, even they're looking for something different now because it's becoming more of these people are my age. This is embarrassing. I want to watch like not that do this same kind of level of energy that I was looking for primarily, but with a different age bracket because we're too
Yeah.
old for this now.
Oh, totally.
So that's that. And then we have New Jersey coming back soon. Plug your
Yes.
plug your stuff.
Yes.
Go ahead. We're so,
so
proud. I'm so
we
proud. I feel like a proud
are
mom. I'm like, yay.
having on 2/7 when New Jersey premieres. It's also Brandon's birthday.
Oh, that's
so
perfect.
we're working with Fangirl Fantasy. We had Julie on.
We had Julie on. She was awesome.
We're doing a live premiere party at Laugh
Amazing.
Boston.
Yay.
The ticket links in our bio. It's $10, but it's because you could basically get a glass of champagne upon entry.
Perfect.
And so it'll be a lot of fun.
I can't wait.
We're
I'm
gonna
so excited.
we're trying to figure out maybe trivia during questions, maybe just Q&A. We'll have an Instagram
Yeah.
wall.
Oh my god, I'm so excited.
It'll
I can't wait.
be fun.
Oh my god, I'm definitely gonna go. I can't wait. I'm so excited for you. This is like, I'm just so like when I saw it, I was like, oh my god, I'm so
I
proud.
know,
It's
I'm
just such a
pumped.
fun thing and like such a great such a great thing for you guys. And I think you've worked so hard and you've like really gotten
Thanks,
to a place where you
Abby.
really deserve it. I'm so happy for you guys. When I saw it, I was like, this is so cool.
Yeah, we're excited.
It's gonna be awesome. I can't wait. So we would love to see you all there. And that is on February 7th at Laugh Boston.
Yep, we're in Seaport.
And there's a parking garage there, and it's like $6 to park
Yeah.
for the night. It's perfect. So
or
if
Uber.
you're interested,
if
yeah, or
wanna
you
have
can
a
Uber.
cocktail. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're looking forward to over here. Very exciting. Anything else?
Anything else? Vanderpump trailer.
Oh, the Vanderpump trailer, yes. And I love that this new era that Ariana was like, "Hey, I just want to come right out and say it. Don't have an open relationship."
Yeah.
I
Well,
know
that
the
was
trailer
like a
dropped
big,
2 seconds ago, but
that was like a big Jumois blind item that they
Yeah.
had one. So
I'm interested to see about this whole Schwartz and
I think it's gonna be the Schwartz takedown era.
yep, I think so too.
I think it's gonna be bad
Me
for
too.
him.
Me
Which,
too.
like, honestly, Team Katie. So
Yeah, I've always been Team Katie.
I
Sandoval
lo-
was
I
always, I
love
mean,
to-
Schwartz was always kind
I
of
love Tequila Katie.
me too. Tequila Katie. Music kills Katie.
Hmm
That's what I always think of.
And then that's it. Summer House should be.
I know. When is the
quickly-
trailer dropping?
I'm thinking end of this week at the earliest.
Okay.
Latest, probably Monday or Tuesday of next week.
Okay.
Probably Tuesday
I can't
because
wait.
I'm a MLK. Yeah, I think it was originally supposed to be a big week of premieres. It's supposed to be Summer House the 6th, Jersey the 7th, Vanderpump the 8th.
Hmm.
But I think they're trying to give some more love to Traders.
Yeah, which is
because
just
Kyle's on that.
Yes.
Because that comes out tomorrow. I think I heard they pushed it back to the 13th.
Okay.
Which would make sense.
I
And
understand.
honestly, better for me. That's like too much in 1 week.
Yeah, it's too much content in 1 week. Who has the time?
Who has the time?
Who has the time?
Yeah.
Not us.
And then I do think Andy is sitting down with Jen.
I actually read that on page 6 this morning that Andy was like hoping to find time to do
She'll
a sit
do
down
it.
with
She'll
her.
do
She'll
it. Well, that's why we have
definitely
a 2-week break.
Yeah.
Because we'll have finale.
But they already filmed the reunion, correct?
We have finale tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we have a 2-week gap. The first reunion episode doesn't air until the 25th.
Oh God.
So I think.
When did they film that?
Like,
July, right? Or no, September. Sorry.
No, they filmed the reunion like a couple weeks ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Quick turnaround time. But they had to because of Jen.
But she wasn't coming. But I think they need to get it up and done with so Andy could get this in. Because I do think we're getting, because it looks like the finale episode is filming. They're also still filming in New York when like Meredith and Heather went and didn't know she was turning herself. She was doing the guilty plea.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's going to be juicy for sure.
So the finale episode looks good.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That's going to be good.
Yeah.
Wow. We also didn't get a chance to talk about, but we can just mention it really quick. All of the festival lineups dropped today. And my
Boston
friends,
Calling looks good for the first time in years. Yeah.
My friends all sent in our group chat like, oh my God, Boston Calling just dropped. And I was like, oh my God, Niall Horan. And they were like, that's what you picked out of this Boston Calling
That was
lineup?
one of the ones I picked out too.
That's exactly what I said.
That and
Niall
Fletcher.
Horan,
Who else?
Paramore.
Oh, yeah.
My emo phase is quaking.
Yeah, Paramore.
Noah, we talked about this.
I love him. I love him. He was the only one I was like, oh, I would go for that one too. And then
no, I want to give a shout out to my friend Jen because Jen has been listening to him since he first came out, and she was like, we have to go to Boston Calling. So I'd be interested in seeing him, but I feel like he's somebody that blew up so quickly that then his tickets were completely unaffordable. It was like
and
sad.
sold out,
Completely
and I didn't even know.
Yeah,
I didn't even know he was coming.
I would never, ever, and we've talked about this on this podcast before, I would never go to a music festival. Boston Calling would probably be one of the only ones that I would go to because it's fake and it's not really, like, I don't have to camp out to go to it.
Yeah.
But last year, I dead seriously was considering going to Coachella, but it's everything I hate in life. No cell service, camping.
Desert.
So
many
hot,
people.
Sweating, everybody you've ever met.
And it's like also
wearing
EDM
a mask the whole time.
vibe.
Yeah.
Ugh, no. And like, so I know, like, just outfit wise, like, I don't have the Coachella aesthetic.
No.
Like, you don't want me showing up there in like chino shorts and a polo.
Exactly.
You know,
I would crack under the pressure.
Like, I couldn't.
would.
I can't throw myself in mesh. I
No, I would have
can't
to-
wear fringe. I'm not.
I would have to make my outfits like the same way I did when I went to Harry Styles. Like, I couldn't. I would have to just make something.
Yeah, well,
so that I could
I'm not
be
like
comfortable
going
and functional.
Project Runway to go sleep out in a desert and be sweaty.
No, yeah, no. No, I'm not doing that. And that's so. And then, but it was announced today that Frank Ocean is headlining Coachella, which is
Bad Bunny.
And Bad Bunny. I do love Bad Bunny and Blackpink, which like that alone is putting Coachella into a totally different category. With like the K-pop stands and everything.
It's giving international.
It is giving international.
Yeah,
it is
like,
very international this year. You're
exactly.
right, Mr. 305.
Yeah, but I'm excited. That means new Frank Ocean.
New Frank
music.
Ocean. I hope so. I was hoping it was going to be Rihanna. Honestly,
we haven't even. Well, we have Super Bowl.
Right.
We have Rihanna in like a month.
Yeah. Thank God. But is she going to drop something before then?
I don't think so. And honestly, unless it's like slipped in there the week of like Beyonce did Formation.
Yeah.
Which was a gag.
That was such a gag.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I think, do we have anything else?
No, I think that's it. So we'll be back next week. Tuesdays are our new days, so we'll be dropping. We're recording this on Tuesday. We'll probably drop on Wednesday.
Yep.
And
little hump day vibe.
A little hump day to get you through your hump day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that is it. Don't forget to like us, subscribe at Talk of the Townies, at Just Abby to Be Here, at Mike Montiel, at The Bravo Bottoms. And don't forget, February 7th at Laugh Boston, Mike and Brandon will be hosting and doing an incredible job.
Yep.
And you don't want to miss it.
Melissa fans can stay home. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
And that's the tea on that, sis. All right. We will see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.